Hey everybody, how are you doing? Long time no see. Well, I was thinking I was on a roll there for a little while because I was had a couple, two or three videos I made or whatever, and then one night a couple weeks ago, this friend, actually he's a sub for my husband's business. He's the painter. Decided he needed to stop by one evening after work, and so he's single, and he always likes to eat. So I said, we'll just throw a couple pizzas in the oven, and he can eat with us. And so, which was fun. It didn't even dawn on me to ask him if he had his vaccines. So after dinner, I said, well, you've had your vaccine. No, and I'm not getting them. I think it's stupid. I'm not wearing a mask. And I about went through the roof. I mean, I didn't go off on him or anything, but boy, was I pissed because my husband is totally compromised. He's had open heart surgery. He's has that stent. You don't go into somebody's house without a mask without telling them that you haven't had a vaccine. Oh God, I was mad. So anyway, 2 days after he left, I got the flu, and I mean not a cold. It was 5 days of fever. I didn't really have a hacking cough or anything like that. I didn't have any more upper respiratory problems than I normally have because of allergies or anything like that, but I had 101-degree fever for 5 days. And, I had a little bit of a cough or whatever, and so, of course, as soon as I got over it, my husband got it, and he was sick for a week. And we hadn't been anywhere. So now they've lifted the mask mandate and the social distancing thing for people who have had their vaccines, not for people that haven't. So anyway, we're good on that. Chloe still has to get her second vaccine. I think she's getting it Saturday. And then we're supposed to go to a baby shower on Sunday where nobody will be wearing masks. So it's amazing that more people I know haven't gotten sick. It's just really amazing. So anyway, I have been so busy with my other job that I've just been, running and all that kind of stuff. But this morning I had an appointment, and so I was running through Facebook real quick while I was drinking my coffee, and I saw this video that somebody on Facebook put on, and it was about John. Let me see what his name is. Paul Gosar, Gosar, was on the House floor. I guess he's a representative. I don't know where he's from. What a ass is he? He is accusing the Justice Department of harassing peaceful patriots around the country. He says that the girl, the Babbitt girl, don't remember, Ashley Babbitt, that was ruled a homicide, and that this was a peaceful protest that happened on January 6th. I mean, is the guy blind? Okay, so let's figure out what the word homicide means. A homicide means that one person kills a human. A homicide could happen during a self-defense. Homicide does not necessarily mean murder. And that was the point he was trying to drive home on the House floor. It was a homicide. It was a homicide. So what? She was where she shouldn't have been, trying to break, What would have happened? Would it have finally changed these people's minds if some of those insurrectionists had gotten Nancy Pelosi or Mike Pence or any of the other House members. I mean, because, you know, they were all in hiding and all that kind of stuff. What would have happened with that? Is that what it takes? Does somebody have to die? Because he kept going on about the cop that died, saying how he died of natural causes. He died of natural causes. Well, did the guy who got beat up by the flagpole, was that natural causes? Was that peaceful? I mean, really? So I also read today that they have finally pressed charges on somebody who's a veteran. Well, it's about freaking time. I mean, they arrested him in Virginia. What's taken so long? What's this? February, March, April, May. It's been 4 months. What are they waiting for? I don't understand. I don't understand. And I also don't understand why Joe Biden is not... He needs to get the infrastructure ball rolling. He needs to stop worrying about what the Republicans are going to say or whatever. He needs to steamroll right over the top of them. So let's read on the infrastructure bill, and if that's going to happen and go through, we need that. I've been on this soapbox for at least since 2007. And probably before that, how we need an infrastructure, how that would put everybody back to work. That would save people's homes, because 2007 and 2008, people lost their homes, remember? Because of the housing bubble. And then, you know, I've got these people down in Palm Beach. I mean, they must be... I don't know if they watch my channel or not, but I mean, they must be blind. They're blaming Biden for this gas problem that was caused by Russian hackers. You know, as far as Biden is concerned, I would tell Vladimir Putin, look, dude, that can go both ways. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So, you know, we can hack your systems too. And you know, if they don't stop, if there aren't some kind of repercussions for it, we need to reciprocate. Just saying. I mean, if they continue to try to do this kind of stuff to us, my daughter is leaving for her dad's house, which is a 7-hour drive, and she's going on next week, I think, maybe, for probably 8 weeks. We're good. Then she's going to drive back here, and we're going to fly out to Berkeley to get her in her dorm. But you know, that's a 7-hour drive. It's 5 hours. It's 465 miles from my door to her dad's door, and she can't run out of gas on the highway. So let's hope that this is figured out. So first, let's read on the infrastructure, okay? Because do you understand how many jobs this would create? I mean, it would create engineering jobs, architectural jobs, it would create labor jobs, it would create carpenter jobs. All those people working on this kind of infrastructure, from secretaries to everybody. I mean, it's going to create so many jobs. What do those people do when they're making good money? They spend it. What happens when you spend money? It benefits everybody. It benefits our economy if money is being spent. So we really need to do this. It's really kind of embarrassing when you think about, you know, when you go to other countries and you see the kind of airports they have and the kind of rail stations they have and all that kind of stuff. Their roads. It's just really kind of embarrassing that we don't, you know, we'll go build a new, we'll go build a new town in Iraq or whatever, or Afghanistan, but we don't do anything for ourselves. And, you know, that's just another one of my complaints is that we need to stop putting so much money into the military budget and start spending it on ourselves. So anyway, let's read on the infrastructure. So Spirit, is Biden going to get this infrastructure ball rolling? I mean, you know, they got to work out a deal with Mitch McConnell. Are there going to be any? And how about Liz Cheney? Are there going to be any Republicans crossing over? I want to read on Joe Manchin, too. Are there going to be any Republicans voting for the infrastructure bill? Let's see. Sorry, I usually put it down here so you can see me cut them, but I forgot. 6 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Oh, it looks like there's going to be some fighting. Tower, the Page of Swords, the 3 of, oh my God, you guys. The 7, oh my God, they're all swords. Man, this doesn't look good. All right. So the 6 of Swords, that's leaving a bad situation for a better situation. And the 4 of Swords reversed, well, this might be action because 4 of Swords reversed is the one, you know, where the guy is sitting there and he's got the sword hanging over him. So this is maybe a sign of success. It's all the swords that I'm thinking of. Although swords can mean truth, they don't necessarily mean conflict. But the King of Swords is the basis of the reading, and this is the you know, maybe a cruel person or something that is unjust or a lawsuit. And behind us we have the Tower, because you know why? Stuff is falling down. Okay, so above us we have the Spy card, the Page of Swords. So I don't. Gossips and spies. In the future, we have the 3 of Swords. This is the Broken Heart card. God, what was? Delay? It could be delay. It could be heart surgery. I mean, this card can mean a broken heart, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I mean, anything to do with the heart or tears or separation. But it can also mean delay. And then we have the 7 of Swords reversed here, you guys. Now, this is the Thief card when it's right side up. When it's upside down, this is good advice and good instruction. This is the internal feelings, or the id, the ego, the external forces, is the Queen of Wands. And this is success in undertaking and enterprises. And then in the hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so he's a cute little guy. Is that a beaver? I don't know. So this is like division and discord. It's like something going wrong in a partnership when it's like this. And the final outcome is the 8 of Swords reversed. And this maybe is good. This is, you know, when it's like this, remember, this is the blind mole who's kind of stuck in his own prison of his own making. But when it's like this, it's release and movement of affairs. So maybe possibly we will get going on this. God, that would be so great. Let's read on Joe Manchin. You know, is that guy really a Democrat or what? I mean, you know, we need to get rid of the filibuster. We need him to help us get rid of the filibuster unless we can get some Republicans to come over on our side. So, Spirit, can you tell us, are we going to be able to get rid of the filibuster? Are we going to be able to get rid of the filibuster? Oh, I'm up here. God, my house is such a wreck. This basement is a wreck. I have some like ginger jars up there and on the top of those bookshelves. I came down here. One of them had, doesn't have a top on it. It's just a big vase. I had it full of like old corks. And I came down here the other day and I almost broke my neck because all the corks, the jar was on the floor, the vase was on the floor, broken of course. The corks were all over the place, so of course I about broke my neck falling over them, and I finally got those picked up. But when Chloe goes to college, I'm going to get a handle on all of this, and this basement is going to be completely redone. I mean, you know, not redecorated, but reorganized. So what are we doing? Joe Manchin. Spirit, can you tell us about Joe Manchin? See, he's got all those coal miners, and they vote for him. And that's why he has to walk the straight and narrow. I get it. But, you know, is his seat so important to him that that he can't do something that is so important? I mean, he doesn't have to stay there for life. Sometimes you have to take a stand and do the right thing, that's all. So Spirit, can you tell us about Joe Manchin? Is he gonna step up? Is Joe Manchin, are we gonna be able to get the filibuster? Is Joe Manchin gonna step up? Are we gonna get the filibusters? That's what I don't really care about Joe Manchin. I care about the filibuster. Spirit, can you tell us about the filibuster? Spirit, can you tell us, are we going to be able to get rid of the filibuster? I'm hearing no. Tell us about the filibuster. Well, let's see what the cards say. Tower. And the Ace of Cups. So this is destruction, and this is emotion, overflowing of emotion, nourishment from spirit, fertility, but fertility can also mean growth. Okay, so yeah, maybe this tower, maybe a tearing down of the way things are now, and change is coming. Oh, got a bunch. Oh, look at all the upside downs, you guys. But the sun's coming out. Okay, so we got the King of Cups reversed in the basis of the reading, and that's dishonesty. This is like, upside down. This is Trump. He's the grifter. That's what this guy is. He's the grifter. That's the basis of the reading. Is it could be McConnell too. He's a Pisces, I think. And then this is a fire sign woman, upside reversed in the rear view mirror. So this is, when it's upside down, it can be a strict economical woman, but it can also just mean opposition. It doesn't have to be a woman. But this is a lot of quarrels and oppositions. The King of Wands reversed. So lots and lots of quarrels and opposition. However, in the near future, this is the Lost card, but it's reversed. So, I think my husband's home. This is a new alliance, maybe the return of an old friend when it's reversed. So maybe we'll get that vote we need from Joe Manchin. And then down here in the internal id or feelings that are inside, subconscious maybe, is the Thief card. What's up with that? Partially successful, maybe. Partially successful. And the external, or the id, the ego, is the sun, which is shining light on everything. And, a great successful outcome. And here again is the Six of Swords. So this is leaving troubled waters for the smooth waters. Final outcome is the reversed Page of Pentacles. So This is bad news. Opposition of views. So there's going to be a lot of fighting about it. That doesn't tell me the outcome, except this card is a successful card, okay? This card is a successful card. This is the opposition. But, you know, this card is a success card when it's upside down. So we got the Ace of Cups, which is good, and we got the Tower, which is good. I mean, when it comes to getting rid of the filibuster, that's a good card to have. So, you know, this kind of stuff, it's up in the air, obviously. This cards could guide us, and things can always change. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of opposition. There's probably going to be a lot of people trying to mess with it. But that we will be able to get rid of it. My thing is, we need to do it before 2022. You know, we need to get this stuff done before, you know, I mean, what if we lose the house? We need to read on DC. Let's do that real quick. We'll do a yes or no. Senate, can you tell us? Is DC, because you know if DC becomes a state, Puerto Rico will become a state. Is DC going to become a state? Yes or no, Spirit, can you tell us? 6 cards. Cups and Wands are yeses, Swords and Pentacles are no's, Major Arcanas are yeses except for the Moon, and it's a no. Spirit, can you tell us? I forgot what I was asking. Spirit, can you tell us, is DC going to get their statehood? Is Washington, D.C. going to become a state? Can you tell us if? Can't. No taxation without representation. I would freaking stop paying my taxes. They don't have any House members from Washington, D.C. Those people are not represented. They don't have a senator from Washington, D.C. Those people are not represented in the Senate, and that actually is unconstitutional AF. Spirit, can you tell us, is Washington, D.C. going to become a state? Is Washington, D.C. number 51? Washington, D.C. is going to become a state within the next 2 years. Is Joe Biden going to make Washington, D.C. a state? Is that good? Is Washington, D.C. going to become a state during the Biden administration? I mean, because you know eventually it'll happen. I just need it to, we need it to happen now. They need it to happen now. Can you tell us, Spirit? Is Washington, D.C. going to become a state during the Biden administration? All right, well, let's look, see what we got. Well, so far, you guys, it's a yes. We've got 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. What's this one? And the Empress. That's a yes. Yay. Where are we going to put that 51st star? That's what I want to know. And where are we going to put the 52nd star? Because as soon as, and what about Guam? I say let's do it. All right, you guys. Husband's home. We're having tacos tonight. I know it's early still, but I got a long way to go before I sleep. So I love you. I try to come on more often, and things have just been going nuts around here with, you know, my other eBay job and all that kind of stuff. I've been buying a lot of stuff at auction and literally working 8 hours a day putting it on eBay. So, and then, you know, I gotta sell it. You know, I mean, then when I sell it, it has to ship. So I got, you know, 4 or 5 boxes going out here every day. It's a real business. So, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like and share and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks so much. Bye.